Welcome back to the Nook. I'm Neil Gardner, this is Bob the Hat, and you are, well, whoever you are, but you're very welcome to the Nook. And today in the Nook, you can kind of see it's kind of edging into shot there. I didn't really place it very well, did I? Is this lovely 12-inch black vinyl. Well, it's 3 tracks. It's not even an EP. It's the same track 3 times over, but it's gorgeous. It's come to us via the subscription service Wax and Stamp. Really good service. Every month you get a couple of albums, or an album and a 12-inch, or an EP and an album, 2 EP. A bit of a mix match. But every month you get something that's been curated by a different musician or artist or someone really interesting, and it's stuff you just wouldn't come across yourself. Well, unless you're really cool, and I'm not very cool. So I'm really quite grateful to Wax and Stamp. It's exactly what I wanted of a subscription service. Odd, eclectic, unusual stuff I just wouldn't find myself. And previously, in the last month or so, this turned up in the pack, and it's very cool indeed. It really touches my love of 80s and early 90s club house, dance, R&B, really interesting kind of soul-to-soul-esque music. This is by Tom Glide and a beautiful singer called Chidi, who I must find more from, and it's called Old School Days. That's school with a K, days with a Z. Oh yeah, they go there. And on the A side, you get the original mix, which is on its own amazing. Is exactly what this title says. It's an old school, end of the 70s into the 80s vibe. It's got the most beautiful female vocals on it, storytelling, evocative. I just need to hear more of this voice. It's just so beautiful. But it's really interesting as well. It's in a summertime city. It's reminiscing on how easier those days were, how much fun it was to have kind of basic fun. The sound, the music in there, as I said, soul to soul. Yeah, kind of soul to soul, kind of early 80s, late 70s R&B disco crossover. Beautiful beats. Really chilled, relaxed piece of beautiful, I suppose you could call it the R&B dance music. Just great. But why did it come in Wax and Stamp? Well, Wax and Stamp were working with a remixer called Ashley Beedle, and on the B-side there's 2 remixes that Ashley has done with a couple of other collaborators of the same track. The first one is called the North Street remix, and this has got a little bit more of your traditional R&B, rap, hip-hop, house elements to it in terms of the beats, the instrumentation, the use of synths and keyboards, of samples, of loops. It's a slightly more upbeat tempo to it. Same beautiful vocals, and this is a killer remix. I can't talk enough about it. You've got to hear it. And also on the B-side there you get another remix, which is a really stripped down version. It's nearly pure vocals, a very clever use of pulling instruments in and out of the track. Very nicely stripped down, pulled back. It's actually called the North Street Stripped Back Remix, hence me using the term stripped back. Lovely if you really do want to just focus on those gorgeous vocals. This is one to put on headphones. I mean, just really close your eyes and enjoy the sound of Chidi's voice. It is fantastic. Overall, a really exciting thing to get in a subscription package. Let's have a quick listen to some of it now.
Got me wishing it was 1979 when life was simple. Won't you take me back in time to rekindle an old school state of mind where I was young and free and life was a breeze. Got me thinking, reminiscing on the past, and I've been listening to some Teddy Pendergrass, had me reliving. You know the past is such a blast.
See what I mean? Come on, beautiful, gorgeous. Just been spoiled by really evocative music of late that takes me back to being a teenager in the 80s and into the 90s, and discovering different loves of music that I had, but particularly of that kind of mid 80s to early 90s hip hop, house, soul R&B stuff, which, as much as I was a rock man, I really had a love for this stuff, and I'm so glad that I've got a copy of this now. I need much more of it. So if you want to get hold of this, then you need to join up with Wax and Stamp, but I'm sure you can dig out Tom Glide and Chidi old school days elsewhere as well, with downloads and etc, etc. But this is a well worthwhile piece of vinyl to have. Very, very happy to have this in the collection. And yeah, can't say enough about Wax and Stamp. Check them out. I subscribe, I pay, so just to point out, they've not given me this, and they've not paid me for it in any way whatsoever. I'm just really happy to share my love of vinyl that I get through such services as Wax and Stamp, and, as you know, Flying Vinyl, and a few others at the Two Pure Singles Club that I like to subscribe to. So check it out. Brilliant music. Once again, this has been Neil Gardner and Bob the Hat in the Listening Nook. Hope to see you very soon. Bye!